Okay, this is probably one of the most important things that could help families who are having problems. And that is, you both have hit on it from time to time, and that is you can win a battle but lose the war. Mm-hmm. What we are looking at as a family is the fact that we're always going to be together, whether it's actually appearing in a movie or whatever. This is just an issue. They may be the biggest thing that ever happened to you, but they're just stuff, as we say. Okay, so wise admitted, but you've confessed that your big issue has been interrupting.
Don't exalt, Mom.
Well, I'm coming to you now. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
No gloating.
What is your big problem? And we'll close with mine. I've got a big confession.
My thighs?
No. I'm not talking about your big physical problem. I'm talking about at the powwow. You know, we came together. We each contributed the things that we most wanted to see in the others. We have our powwow rules to negotiate a family problem. What do you struggle the most with?
I thought I was flawless.
Humility. That's your big.
There you go. I mean, I always feel particularly justified, don't I?
Wow. You're being revelatory.
But that's because I have strength of mind and strength of spirit, and I'm pretty singular, in my opinion.
You are, and you have solutions.
And another thing that she and I discussed the other day, we were driving, and she got real fed up, and she said, you always do this to me. You tell me a story, set me up, and then you deny me the chance to have my opinion. And what I realized is not so much that I don't think sisters' opinions are good, but I want to make sure that it doesn't come at the expense of my own opinion. So I was trying to absolutely dominate conversation because I had to be heard. Mm-hmm. What I said absolutely had to be heard. And when I explained that, then sort of the subject fell away and it was a big deal anymore. But I definitely know that about myself. I can get pretty intense because I just want to make sure that, you know, whatever verbal mud I'm throwing out is really going to stick to the wall.
Something that I get mail about more than anything else is the fact that people can't figure it out how we've managed to survive all the things that we've been through together and still come out holding hands. Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting because I don't see it as being any other way. Even though I know that you and I might go 4 or 6 months without speaking, I know in a way somehow we will work it out. There are families who have separated because of disagreements and years go by. Christmases go by, and nobody seems to do anything about it. And that's something that I don't exactly have the answer for, but I can tell you this. Somebody inevitably has to put themselves in that vulnerable place, or nothing will get solved. I don't care what the circumstance. Get in your car and go over there and say, look, I don't agree with you. I love you, but I don't like you. Whatever it takes to start the conversation. Most of the time, families who separate, it's over something that can be so worked out quicker than you realize. It's not even funny. It's something that I just continue to have prayer about because I know there are families out there who aren't speaking because of something so trivial when I read it. But to them, it must seem like the whole world.
If we can just get people to understand that, the three of us would not be sitting in this room right now and have the relationship we have because we've been through so much.
And finding out why somebody did something and finding out what made them feel, what made them do what they did. You might learn something that you didn't even think about as to why they did it.
And that's my message for the parents out there. I'm trying to tell the kids have their own realities. You're going to learn something, and you're going to make them your friend. What you want is to win. Give that up. Be understanding of this person and understand that the whole picture is what matters. Well, and tomorrow it's going to be something else.
And a practical suggestion is to find something neutral that you can do together. And even if it's an activity that precludes conversation, at least you're together and it's a start.
For instance, let me give you a good example. And one more thing, because I learned this from watching Andy Griffith. He earned respect and did not demand it. And the ways he was a father are so corny to most, but so valuable to me as a parent. He earned that child's respect and didn't demand. How important that is. They watch you every move you make. They listen to what you say, yes, some of the time, but they watch every move you make. Be an example of the light. Don't just speak about it.
And
Walk
be
the walk.
consistent.
Don't just talk the talk. Because so many times as a parent, I find myself thinking, if I tell Elijah to do something, what example am I setting for him by what I do? Instead of saying, make your bed and then mine's not made, I need a bed first, and then tell him to make his.
And it's also being consistent.
And then let me tell you one more thing, because I think this is probably the way to end this, because bottom line is, folks, you're going to have moments when Mom and I had these as well as my sister and I, moments where everything you've tried didn't work, or you just simply come to a place where you just can't see eye to eye. I don't know what it is, but there are times when no matter what you say, you can't go there with that person, that place of understanding. The best way to handle it is to reach out for help. I know for myself that if you're not willing to surrender the problem to someone who can help you, that's sort of your last hope. To me, it's important that you remember that person probably can't come to you for whatever reasons, and you can't go to them for whatever reasons, but somebody pick up the phone and call someone.
It's called pride.
It's just so important to get someone to you in that room, and whatever it takes, because once you get there, that shows that you're willing. And to me, that's where I think a lot of people end not speaking for long periods of time, because no one is willing to sort of step out in that faith. And at that last moment of that, what are we going to do? Somebody's out there to help you. Somebody's out there to be a mediator. Someone's out there to get the two of you in a place at least you can sit there in the same room, and there is hope when that does happen.